Alright, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be doing a breakdown video on this car because I believe I'm going to take it to the next step, and this setup right now that is on is what I believe the most basic setup. You can get this thing pretty quick on stock transmission, stock motor, and stock fuel system. So that's why I wanted to do a little video just kind of on the setup right now, and then I'll do another one later, you know, once I do fueling and all that. But I guess we'll just get right into it with the outside, with the most obvious thing, the wheel setup and tire setup as well. These are 17x10 weld Lagunas wrapped in a 315/50 Mickey Thompson ET Street R. I believe these are 100% the best tires that you can run. And a lot of people do 305s. You can actually fit 315s on this car. Slight rubbing right here. It doesn't rub anymore. It just rubs it a little bit, and then it eventually stops. It actually doesn't do it on the other side, I don't believe. Yeah, pretty much no rubbing, very minimal. But yeah, that's pretty much it for like just the outside looks wise. We do have the stock fronts on. I do have a set of skinnies, I just don't have them on right now. I need to get some proper tires for those. Pretty much in the back under the car, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I do have a power by the hour trans cooler. I highly recommend one of those. These 10R80s get pretty hot pretty quick, and especially living in Texas, I feel the trans cooler is gonna drastically help. I was seeing like 200, 210 degrees like after one pull, and now with the trans cooler I'm seeing like 130 degrees, 135 degrees after a pull in Texas heat. So I highly recommend you guys get a trans cooler. And also inside the car, just gonna get that out of the way, nothing done. I have a Alibaba carbon fiber steering wheel that I got from a buddy. I didn't even pay for it. And then we are gutted, little boo-boo. Just no rear seats. And then I took all the shit out of the trunk as well. And then something I highly recommend y'all get a fire extinguisher. These things are only like 25 bucks, and that could save you pretty much your whole car. So I'd highly recommend getting one of those. But yeah, nothing fancy on the inside, nothing fancy on the outside. Literally just the wheel and tire setup that you're gonna need to push 900 horsepower if you decide to go to like the 325 pulley, which is what I'm on. One thing I did forget to mention before we get under the hood, there is a booster pump. So this is stock fuel system, but there is a booster pump in the car. That's gonna allow you to run E30, especially paired with, now under the hood, the 325 pulley. But as you can see, we do have a Whipple supercharger on this car. Whipple supercharger 325 grip tech pulley with a green belt. That's gonna be able to allow you to run 900 horsepower.
All right, let's see what this thing made on Wengert's tune. 911! Wow!
And then over here we have a UPR catch can, vent to atmosphere. I just put this on not that long ago. Highly recommend, if you guys go boost, you go ahead and get yourself one of these. It should save you a lot of hassle in the future. But also, before I get any questions in the comments, yes, this car does have oil pump gears. I didn't do oil pump gears off the rip. I did a cat delete. It was just stock headers, cat delete, didn't do the oil pump gears. But now we do have 2-inch Cook's headers, and then that goes to an X pipe, and then it is dumped under the rear of the car. I can actually show you guys that real quick. So there is no mufflers, no exhaust. It's literally just, you can hear the trans cooler a little bit, but the car is literally just dumped. It's a 2-inch header to X pipe dumps, which even then on this setup for the longest time I was just running a cat delete. You don't even need the headers if I'm being completely honest. I did get them used off a buddy, so I was like, you know what, we're just gonna do it. Now with all these modifications, the car needs tuned. Obviously this is not on the Whipple file anymore. This car is tuned by Wengert. I highly recommend Wengert. I know a lot of tuners out there that tune these platforms, but I specifically recommend Wengert over all of these. This dude has this shit dialed, let me tell you. The transmission tune, I think that is like the biggest part. When I was experiencing tunes, he has the best 10R80 tune, hands down. So if you guys need a tuner for your car, I would skip all the other tuners. I would go straight to One Grid Performance. But yeah, that's what's done to the car. And I guess like plans in the future, I do have some skinnies. I have some 17 by 4.5 F14s that I have. They are on a bi-split tire right now, but I don't really care for those, so I'm gonna swap out the tires. That's why I didn't include it in this video, just because like I feel like that's a part of like the next step. Like this is such a basic setup that I just wanted to do like this, and then I'll do another video. But yeah, I do have the skinnies, and then I do have a fuel system ordered as well with 1050 injectors. It's the One Grid fuel system, 1050 injectors. Those are going to be getting put in the car here very soon. And I think after that, to be honest, I'm going to need a transmission, because now that I have the fueling, I do want to swap my pulleys. I do want to pulley down again, either do like a lower or just do like the 3.0 upper pulley. I haven't decided yet, but now that we have the fuel system, I feel like the next thing is the transmission, and that is like the most expensive part besides the Whipple. I just forgot about another thing. I do have, because the Texas heat, I don't know if you can see in there, it's probably hard, but I do have the 4-inch upgraded heat exchanger. Depending on where you live, you know, I would still recommend it, but especially if you live in like the South where it gets like really hot, especially like Texas, 100% upgraded heat exchange. This is the bigger one, and that is going to help a lot, because it is, even it could be 2 o'clock in the morning here, it's still like 85 degrees. So that's why I got that. If it was, you know, if I was like up north a little bit more, you know, where you don't really see 80 degrees that often, maybe I wouldn't worry about it, but I don't live there, so I just decided to do it anyways. Yeah, so we got the fuel system, skinnies. The next thing I think I'm going to do is, not sure about the rears yet, but I do, after the transmission, I want to get a small brake kit up front, because these weigh a fuckload and rotational weight is pretty massive. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and do a small brake kit up front. The rears, I don't really know. It would be kind of cool to do the rears and then maybe put like a 15 in the back, who knows. I think that'd be pretty badass, but right now I'm not really too concerned about the rears. I just want to get the front, and then at some point I would like to do a chiller for the Whipple. I heard having that thing on, it's like doing hits in the dead middle of winter, negative 2000 DA. So I would like to get one of those, because if you guys know that, you know, obviously DA is pretty huge. You know, plus 2000 DA compared to negative 2000 DA is massive. The car's gonna run extremely quicker in negative 2000. So I want to get a chiller, because like obviously I'm trying to run, as you know, I want to run in the coldest temperatures possible, so that way I can get the fastest times out of this car. And then at that point, I really don't know what to do with the car once we get the trans in, the fuel system in, you know, some weight reduction. Probably the only cosmetic mod I'll ever do on this car, on the outside, if I'm being completely honest, besides like the front runners, which is it, I don't really look at them as cosmetic. I look at it more as just a weight reduction mod, is a carbon fiber trunk. I don't think it shaves too much weight compared to the OEM trunk, but I do want to do a carbon fiber trunk. I think it looked really sick. I'm not a big fan of the hoods on this car or the fenders, so I'm gonna go with the trunk, I think, and then, you know, maybe get some maybe get the blacked out 5.0 badges in the Black Pony Girl. That would look pretty sick. But I'm not really too worried about cosmetics on this car. I'm just trying to make this thing go as fast as possible. What would be pretty cool is too, on the interior, do some like tillets. I really, or some like Kirkies, but dude, I don't know if I can. I don't know, because I drive this car pretty far. I don't know if I can sit in that Kirky for, you know, if I want to go to Dallas or San Antonio. I don't think I could do it. So I think we're just going to keep the stock seats. This is a base model, so it's not like there's no performance pack or anything. So it's the lighter version of, like, you know, of the car. The performance pack is a little heavier because, you know, you got the brakes. I believe the wheels are a little bit bigger too. But you also, on the interior, your seats, you have like the motors in your seats and shit. So like the seats are like literally double or some shit. These seats are pretty light. They're like, what, maybe 40 pounds, because it's just cloth seats. There's no motors in them. But I bought this car at the dealership. I bought this car, literally wanted just the base models because it's the lightest one, and I knew I was gonna, you know, take out the interior, try and make it as fast as possible. Not really worried about looks. But yeah, I hope this video kind of helps you guys, you know, guide yourself when you are building out your S650, what to do. I would highly recommend doing the Whipple as a form of boost. ESS is okay, it's a little cheaper, but I still think the Whipple on these cars is, you know, it's gonna be the best bang for your buck. Obviously, you know, if you go if you could go twins, that would be awesome too, but twins are significantly more expensive and a little more maintenance slash like more shit can go wrong. So that's why I think the Whipple is the best for this car personally. But yeah, hopefully you guys all enjoyed the video. I really hope this helps you. If you have any comments, let me know down in the comment section. I'll try and answer all of them. But yeah, that's really all for me. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.